Detrick, fantastic work. The campaign is visually cohesive to a level of professionalism that we clearly see in a commercial campaign. This is just, it's fantastic. It really is. Good job. I think it was smart. I think it was smart for you to use this uh, this visual concept of images and logo on black background in conjunction with the um, very slick images of the automobiles. It's smart. It's a good type, very cohesive. A couple of comments I think that are going to make sense when you take a look at it and I have a chance to point some things out. This was a good move. Um, Kind of mimicking the lines of the car was smart. It was very smart. The thing is, though, is that I'm not real sure if it closely enough mimics the lines of the car. Because right now, it almost feels like it's kind of placed over the image, as opposed to if this contour here were maybe a little bit more to the, you know what I mean? If these were maybe just a little bit more adhering to the contours of the car, they would fall more naturally into the piece and they wouldn't be so noticeable. Try it. I think you might like it. Let me know what you think. I'm wondering about the use of black here. Right now you've got a black. I'm wondering if you switch that out with a rich black. And if you're not familiar with rich black, just real quick, Google search rich black versus black will yield several tutorials. And if you richen up these blacks, they'll be black. So right now, the darkest blacks in your image are darker than the darkest blacks in your background. So that again creates kind of like this separation instead of these natural relationships. Okay. This almost looks a little forced into here because of the shape. So once you take a look at that, this negative space right here almost equates to almost a pie-shaped kind of, it's a weird negative space. So I would work with those relationships right there. I want to talk about really good page mechanics here. Nice job. Nice job. Likewise, mailer's fantastic. The banner, the banner's really good. I just got done looking at it. Your animation, the type, it's really good work. Nice job. Okay, so now the one thing I kept seeing over and over and over is this that the type is doing something really strange. Now, so if we zoom into the type, let's go ahead and take a look and see what happens. So there's an effect on the type. Well, let me do this first. Okay, here. There's an effect on the type, and sure enough, there is. And it looks like it's definitely a white stroke on a very light gray background. That in conjunction with the extremely tight kerning, and letter spacing is creating like this vibration effect that almost looks like it has been a misprint, or it almost even looks like there could be some kind of a gradient. The point is it's creating a really, really strange optical illusion typographically. There are a couple of options for you to fix that. And we see that over and over since that's the only typeface you've used. Now, in the headlines, the obvious thing to do would be to remove that stroke. If you want to present that type in white, that's great. If you want to present it in dark, in a neutral gray, that's great too. The point is get rid of that stroke first and foremost, and then open up your kerning, even your tracking. You got to get some letter space in there, because otherwise, as you get a little further away, and even at arm's length in a magazine ad, or if they were sitting on a table, you can see that as we get farther away, it just turns into a white line as opposed to type. So I would definitely think about that for your typography. This type it's not a good typeface for reading. It's got a really low X height, and let's zoom in here and take a look at this, the quality of this type for text. Okay, so you can see this really super high, high X height, and the ascenders are so low that there's just almost no reading this. It almost looks like white lines, especially, again, as I said before, as it gets to be arm length, it's really difficult. I think it's the wrong typeface to use for body copy. I would rethink that. The problem is you're going to have a tough job finding a complementary typeface. Do you go serif? Do you stay sans serif? It's a couple of things for you to think about. Okay. Likewise here, just so hard to read. And then here, if you open up that tracking and kerning, it's just going to read much better. Okay, this piece right here, I think there's a really kind of a strange negative space right here, created by the fact that that logo is right aligned while the rest of this is left aligned. Now, over here, you have the logo centered. Over here, let me see. Hold on one sec. Sorry. Okay, so there's the logo's up there. Here, the logo's centered in the corner of that little composition. Here, it's to the right in that little composition. So that's an inconsistency. And plus, I think centering this is going to help. I don't think you should center it on the bottom, though. I think that's just going to create two weird negative spaces instead of one long one. So what I would do is I would pull your body copy down and move this right up under it and center it under the image as easily as you can. All right, and watch, see how difficult. It's just almost impossible to read. Okay, banners, home run, banners. You know what? I'm going to do this because I just want the people who are watching, your classmates watching, I want you guys to be able to see this banner. It's good stuff, man. It's not obnoxious like a lot of banners are at all. It's really tasteful. It's not annoying. Very tasteful. Good job. Fantastic. All right. Okay, that's what I have. Sorry, I'm over 7 minutes. But if you have any questions at all, feel free to let me know. Great job. Thank you.